Hello students. So my name is Rashmi Singh. I'm a student professor in MS University Courses campus in BCA department. So today we'll be discussing the topic that is the managing conflicts. So we all know that when we work in organizations, so there are many points and many topics on which the colleagues, the peers have differences and which creates the conflicts. And this is very common in everywhere, in every office, home, even in your family, that you are having like difference of opinions with the people, and this is what the major reason of the conflict. So today we'll be discussing about the types of people and why these conflicts arises and how these types of personalities are effective, and somewhere we can sort these conflicts. So first, we understand what is conflict. So, any situation in which one person or group perceives that another person or group is interfering with his or her goal attainment. So, very common when you interfere in someone's work, this is the point of conflict. Increase naturally as professionals begin work together. It is very common. No one says that it's conflict, it's arising, it's the time when we start the conflict. It's natural. You didn't understand when and where it starts. It's very common. Meeting some person's need will often result in others' needs going unmet. Definitely one where, like, if you're getting something, another way someone somewhere is losing something. So this is the common, like we say, the reason for conflict, inherently neither good or bad. Sometimes in organization, when we'll discuss in further lectures that how conflict is somewhere beneficial for the organizations and how we can use it as our like weapon for motivation, and knowing one's own style of managing conflict is important. So why conflict arises? So there are types of personality we all know that we encounter in our life daily, like type A people. So type versus type B people. So who are type A people? So first discuss with the type A people. So they are highly competitive in nature. They like to attain their goals, what they have decided for themselves. They're strong personalities. They know what they're doing and why they're doing. They're having firm determination for their work. They're restless when inactive. So when there is no work or when there is nothing to achieve in their life, they become restless because they want some sort of trigger in their life which they can achieve. So they want that trigger in their life. Seeks promotional, and they are very punctual. They thrives on deadlines. There may be like jobs at once. So these are type A people. When we say that the people who like to work all the time, who like to attain things, they are self-motivated, they are self-triggered, they don't need any like external motivation to achieve something. So these are type A people. So what are type B personality? So they are more work like methodically, that what need to do is there is something method, whatever been told to them, they only do that part of work. They never think of the creative side of doing that work in another way. They are rarely competitive. Whatever is there in their plate, they are ready to eat that. They don't want something extra. They enjoy leisure time. For them, like if there is 9 to 5 job, so they like to spend at least 2 hours in their leisure time. This is what we can say, that type B people, they only work to do the minimum job they can do in that particular profile to sustain in that job. They never think of like growing up. Does not like anger issues easily because they never want something. They're not very competitive in nature, so they don't have any points of anger issues. Does job well but doesn't need recognition if they're doing something, so they didn't want credit of that. So sometimes they are very easygoing people, not competitive. They don't want to like fight with any person. So there are two type of personalities we have understood, like type A, who are very motivated, who wants to go higher, who wants to achieve everything in their life, and type B, who are very calm and composed, and they're very easygoing. So there's a third type of category is aggressive people. So when there is a type A, type B, so there are point of people that who are aggressive. How you find out these are aggressive? So you'll understand when the people are aggressive in nature, they are stiff, they walk straight, they're having like firm walk, points, banks, tables, and emphasis points. Whenever you see people are having the aggressive in nature, they point like things on table, they point and they bang table. So this is the some symbols that how we can find the person is aggressive or not. They fold arms across the body, they're like in high in attitude. Their verbal language, that always they include I in that. For them, that person is important than any other thing. So I want to do this, you have to do this, you must do it, so do what I tell you, and you're stupid. So they use such kind of language to show that they are aggressive in nature. So that's the common things we say, that aggressive people are basically insecure and try to avoid them. So whenever you encounter such people in your life where you can like somewhere identify these traits, these kind of language, the kinds of body language. So just understand these are aggressive people, and it's better to stay a step like away from them. Don't go close to them, because they are not very aggressive. The point is they're very insecure. So just to hide their insecurity, they cover it your shell in the aggressive phase. The kind of people who are submissive in life, like submissive, how you identify these submissive people? They avoid eye contacts, they stooped posture, they speak so quietly, not having any kind of confidence in their voice and tone, the fidget, and the verbal language is always like, I'm sorry, my mistake, it's my fault, oh dear. So submissive people have great sense of inferiority complex, and the middle of those is the assertiveness. So what you say, that who are the assertive people? Like you have seen the type A people, the type B people, same the aggressive and the submissive. So the middle is the assertive. Like the body language, they stand straight, they appear composed, they know where to show the aggression, where to calm. So there is a middle, they know how to balance themselves. They always try to smile and maintain proper eye contact. The verbal language is let's, us, is how shall we do this, I think, what you can think. So they are very kind of people who always try to take other team members with them, so want to achieve something. So when you say in organization, there are every kind of people you're going to encounter with. You will see the type A people, not, and if you're in college, so you can see, you can have this assessment near the people who are sitting with you in your class, in your classrooms, in your like college, that what kind of friends you have, what kind of personality they have. Are they type A people or they are type B people? Are they aggressive, are they submissive, or they assertive? Because when we say that conflict, it's totally depend upon the people, who, what kind of personality you are and what kind of personality you are interacting with. So if there is a like type A type people are somewhere interacting, they're having clash, and if they're having clash of ideas and opinions, there is a conflict. Some conflicts are, it's within an individual, like you're having your opinion of points of opinion and the differences with yourself. If you're not ready, and if you're not somewhere, you don't know that how to solve your mental status, if you're confused, if you don't know how to understand and clear your mind and your thought, this is a conflict within yourself. When you, this is somewhere known as the intrapersonal conflict between two individuals. If you're having conflict between you and the other person, so this is like inter-conflict between two people. If you're having conflict between the organization and the department, so there is team level conflict or the organization level conflict. So whenever we'll meet next, in next topic, we'll be discussing about these type of conflicts in detail. So thank you so much. So listening all these basics of personalities who are very important in identifying and solving the role of conflict. So thank you so much. We'll be meeting next. Thank you.